Hi, my name is Lauren Clay, and this is my studio. My studio is in my apartment, so I don't really have a commute, which is nice, and I can just work whenever I need to. Color is a really important part of my work because it has this ability to evoke something unnatural, something that maybe could never even exist in our natural environment. So I use really strong colors that can evoke this feeling of something transcendent, or like a transcendent space. I'm pretty obsessive, so when I start working on something, I have a hard time stopping. So, I'm kind of a workaholic, so I don't really even take a lot of breaks during the day. I'll work straight through. I had first began making these really large drawings, and I was really I don't know what the impulse was, but I just wanted to start cutting the corners off of the drawing. So I wanted to make the corners curved. So that's when I just originally first started cutting paper. The paper began mimicking these spaces that were represented in the drawings, and so eventually the paper itself became the form and became this freestanding three-dimensional object. Everyone in my family is either makes something or was always working on some kind of project. So I grew up around that, and I think it definitely had an influence on me. I became really comfortable making things at a very young age. I grew up in the South, so in Atlanta, and the vibe of the South, I think, carries over into my work, and in a way my work is kind of this refuge from this kind of bleak industrial neighborhood.
The air is thick and heavy.
When I first moved to Brooklyn, I remember being really depressed because it's just so different than what I was used to in the South. And yeah, I think, like I said, my work just becomes this kind of refuge from that. But in a way, it's not barren because there's so many cool people living here and people doing great things here. So, right now I'm working on an installation for a show at the Shelburne Museum in Vermont that opens this spring. Past that, I enjoy the freedom of kind of not knowing.